Welcome to Fashionable Trash Talk. I'm your host, Ashley Aaliyah. Here I analyze and discuss the fashion of celebrities and anyone influential. On today's episode, I am doing a YouTube request. This is British singer and songwriter Raye. Now, when I seen Raye, I had a few thoughts. She was not someone I was familiar with until you guys brought it to my attention. I have seen her on a red carpet before, and I have a few thoughts about her. It's very clear that she has a 60s, 50s feel about her fashion. Very nostalgic, which I can appreciate. I don't think she has fine-tuned it enough, but the potential is there. My biggest issue with her is that I don't think I've ever seen, or maybe in a long time I haven't seen, someone who consistently chose glam that went against their features. And I think Raye is a beautiful girl, but she has a very chiseled and strong jawline, particularly towards the back of her face. And I think the bobs that she wears and the makeup that she wears goes against that. And I think it makes her face look a lot stronger and chiseled than it actually is. And the reason why I'm calling this out, because if she was doing like one of those androgynous type of fashion looks, then I think it would be fine. I mean, we just seen Grace Jones in one of my other videos, and if she was going for that type of energy with her fashion, I think that would be fine. However, I think she's choosing time periods in her fashion that requires a certain level of softness and femininity. And I think the glam and hair that she's choosing directly contradicts that. And y'all know I usually go up for short hair and bobs and things like that in a lot of my style videos. However, I think Raye is someone who absolutely positively needs longer hair and hair that's big with volume. And I have a few thoughts of the direction I want to take her, but that's my biggest call out of her. Glam kind of reminds me of women who see certain clothes on other people and it may look amazing on another person, and then they go to try it on. And let's just say the clothes may fit, but it may not look the best on the person, but the person cares more about the clothes being able to fit more than they care about the clothes looking flattering on them. And I think she has a strong belief in her 50s, 60s inspired glam, that she's finding different variations to do that same look because she loves that time period so much. But I don't think she's considering the fact that the actual glam isn't the most flattering on her. And again, it doesn't mean I can work with the decade the time period that she wants to be in, but I think she should have been leaned in a different direction versus the direction that her glam team keeps leaning her in. So this is how I would style Raye if she were my client. I think that Priscilla Presley should be on her mood board for hair. I think that Priscilla channels that vintage feel that Raye likes about her hair, but it just gives it a little more length, a little more volume, a little more body, and a little bit more depth. Like, I think this type of hair would look so good on Raye. And again, it's longer, but it's not like Cher type of long. It's long enough to soften out that jawline and truly bring those vintage looks that she wears completely home. And it's so much she can do with it. She can still play with her hair colors like she likes to. She can still play with her different curl style like she likes to. She can still add different accessories and things to intensify the look like she likes to. But I just think this would be way more flattering on her, because I feel like she has one of those faces that needs volume. when it comes to hair. Like, yeah, like I said, the bob, I feel like bobs don't do anything for her. But if we could get her in some big, voluptuous hair, I think it would do wonders for her image and that vintage look that she's going for. And I think it would give her such a singer's type of look. I want Amy Winehouse on her mood board for makeup. Honestly, hair and fashion too, she could be on there for. Um, I think Amy Winehouse is a perfect example of what I mean. If you look at their facial structures, Amy Winehouse and Raye have similar facial structures and features. And the volume, the length, and Amy's hair is exactly what I visualize for Raye, just a more cleaned up version of it, which is why I use Priscilla on the mood board. But this is for anyone who was like struggling to understand what I meant. This is what I'm saying. How that big hair softened Amy's face in that. And again, it was long enough, but it wasn't too long. And it added to that vintage feel of her fashion. I would love to see this type of makeup glam on Raye, because from her glam now, it seems like she does pretty traditional makeup and kind of sticks to what she likes, and which is very normal type of makeup looks. But I think if she went for a more Amy Winehouse type of feel to her glam, that it would still give her a signature type of look while still keeping her in that comfort zone, while also channeling that nostalgic tone and feel that she likes to come across in her fashion. And of course, a more updated version of this makeup look, but I think it will work so well for Raye and still channel that UK singer vintage-esque type of vibe. I think that Jackie Kennedy should be on Raye's mood board for fashion. Jackie Kennedy is such a fashion icon, and I feel like so many mediocre people try to emulate her style who actually don't have the range. And I would just love for once to see her style channeled by someone who actually has a true fashion sense. And I think that Raye does. Again, I see a lot of nods in her fashion towards this time period. And as I said in the beginning, I just think it needs a little fine tuning. In addition, just a little guidance. And I think that Jackie Kennedy is the perfect person to just structure her style around, because I think it just went through so many different phases, but throughout each phase, it still kept like its core type of look and structure and brand. And it was just always fashionable. It didn't matter if she was playing with color, silhouette, print, fabric. It was just always amazing. And her love for accessorizing, I don't even think you truly see celebrities today who put that much put that much effort into accessories. I think everyone just cares about the clothes and they don't care about just the small touches. And I think that you have to give props to Jackie Kennedy for outfitting. I think she was one of the first women who truly outfitted. And I think outfitting is such a lost art. Again, people just care about, I have this one fashion piece or I have this one designer handbag, but they don't care about how the entire look loops together and comes together. And I just think that the flowers have to be given to Jackie Kennedy for just always fully committing to a look. And I think that her style on Raye would just be amazing. Like, I think it would be a game changer, because I don't feel like a lot of the girls are doing this. Like, this Jackie Kennedy style mixed with Amy Winehouse for the times that she may want to get a little bit more risque, I think would be such a vibe. So for hair, Priscilla Presley. For fashion, makeup, and hair, Amy Winehouse. And for fashion, Jackie Kennedy, I think would be a nice cohesive look for Raye. That concludes this episode. If you guys would like to shop my style boards, you can visit me on Shop LTK to do so, or my Shop My account. If you would like to follow me on social media, on Instagram and TikTok, my page is Ashley2_Aaliyah. To book a styling appointment with me, you can visit my website, www.ashleyaaliyah.com. If you are looking for luxurious costume jewelry for a fraction of the cost, you can visit my online boutique, www.richbitchcollection.com. If you are in the Philadelphia or surrounding areas and you are looking for a makeup artist or cosmetic products to shop for, visit my website, www.sincerelyashleyb.com. Guys, let's get me to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours so I am able to monetize off of this channel. All right, I will see you guys next episode.